Chosen one, this message is not by accident. Right now, as you watch this, God is moving in your life in ways you cannot fully understand just yet. But listen carefully, He is about to place a supernatural shield around you. A shield so powerful, so unbreakable, that it will guard you from every attack, every negative force, every storm trying to tear you down. This is your divine protection, your invisible fortress, your constant safe haven. Once God establishes it, nothing on this earth or in the spiritual realm can break through. However, and this is crucial, this shield only activates fully when you are ready. If your faith wavers, if doubt creeps in, you risk leaving this protection half open, vulnerable. There are forces watching, waiting, hoping you'll give up or turn away. But you were chosen to be strong. You were chosen to rise, to stand, to walk fearlessly inside this divine shield. If you want to walk protected forever, if you want to live with the peace of knowing God's protection surrounds you, then you must stay with me. Do not scroll past this. Do not hit the next video. Watch this all the way through, because every word you hear is here to help you align with and activate this powerful protection. Here's what you need to do right now. Pause this video, hit the like button to send your faith out into the universe. Subscribe to join the family of chosen ones, awakening to their power. And then comment the number 99. This sacred number is a powerful signal that charges your energy and pulls the protection closer to you. If you are truly chosen, your spirit will guide you through to the very end, because deep down you already know God is about to place a shield around you that you will never lose. Get ready, chosen one. Your life, your peace, your destiny are about to be protected like never before. Let's go. God is speaking now. He is commanding the heavens to shift around your life. He has seen your journey, your pain, your prayers, and heaven has issued a decree. You are to be wrapped in a supernatural shield. This is not just a symbol. This is not a gentle metaphor. This is a divine intervention, an invisible, unshakable shield being sent from the throne of glory to cover you. Something massive is coming, and the earth is not ready, but you will be. The command has been given: protect my chosen, fortify them, surround them, while the earth trembles with chaos, division, war, and deception. The chosen are being separated, not hidden away, but positioned. This shield is not for hiding, it is for rising. While others are swallowed by confusion, this divine protection will act as your heaven-installed firewall, blocking every distraction, every trap, every demonic signal sent to confuse or slow you down. This shield is the result of divine strategy. God is not reacting, He is preparing. You are not going under, you are being lifted. The shield is forming around your spirit, your mind, your body, your destiny, because God says you are too important to be left unguarded. You are too valuable to be exposed. You are entering a season where your clarity is critical, and your assignment must be fulfilled, protected at all costs. The seal has begun. Heaven has spoken. This is no longer just a hope, this is a decree. You are being sealed, and not for a moment, not for a month, but permanently. A spiritual shield, encoded with God's wisdom, is surrounding your life. This is a barrier against breakdown, a blockade against betrayal, a force field that rejects every influence trying to drain, delay, or derail your calling. God says, no more random attacks, no more unauthorized access to your peace, your power, your purpose. This shield is a sacred sanctuary, a zone of divine concentration. Inside it, your wisdom sharpens, your energy is refueled, your alignment is restored. Nothing outside of God's will enter. No energy vampire, no manipulator, no emotional toxin can get past this shield's protection. People who once had access to your energy will find the door closed. The seal is active. The dome is alive. It responds to God's commands, not your emotions. That means even if your heart is soft, the shield remains firm. Even if your love is generous, the dome remains discerning. This shield doesn't ask for your permission to protect you. God has commanded it, and it will obey Him above all else. God has declared peace over your soul, even while the world collapses. While confusion reigns outside, a stillness is being released into your core. This is supernatural serenity, not built from your circumstances, but downloaded directly from the throne. The dome you are being placed inside is not just a shield, it's a sanctuary. It shuts out noise, filters confusion, and guards your gates. Everything that once distracted your mind, blurred your decisions, or manipulated your emotions is ending now. God is issuing divine silence to the voices that do not belong. Old patterns are being broken. Loops of anxiety, cycles of overthinking, and spiritual static are being cut off. This shield doesn't just mute the enemy, it amplifies heaven. This is more than just relief. This is realignment. God says, focus is a weapon in this next chapter, and I'm giving it back to you. While others chase noise, you will walk in clarity. While others get lost in panic, you will move with precision. Peace is now your superpower, and this shield will enforce it like a divine law around your life. God is not just protecting you, He's purifying you. As this dome activates, the first shift won't be on the outside, it will be deep within. Every toxic belief, every buried wound, and every emotional fog that has clogged your spirit is being burned out. This is a spiritual detox, heaven engineered and solid. God says, I'm cleansing the inner chambers of your heart. I'm flushing out the heaviness. No more carrying trauma in silence. No more smiling through torment. No more dragging old shame into new seasons. This shield is not passive. It actively rewires your inner world. You will feel lighter. You will think clearer. You will begin to recognize yourself again, not the broken version you once were. This is the divine version God designed for you. Clarity is coming. Energy is returning. Motivation will begin to rise in ways that will astonish you. Heaven is scrubbing your spirit clean. This is not about pain, it's about power. When God cleanses, He restores. When He detoxes, He upgrades. This is the first miracle of the dome, the revival of your divine identity. God has seen the traps set against you, paths that appeared right but were laced with danger. People who smiled while hiding weapons, voices that sounded wise but carried poison. That ends now. This dome is being equipped with heavenly discernment, coded to instantly expose the false and elevate the true. God commands, no more deception for my chosen, no more confusion. The dome is tuned to detect misalignment. You will sense danger before it speaks. You will feel unease before any betrayal begins. Choices that once drained you will become instantly repulsive. Relationships that once clouded your vision will suddenly become clear. This is not paranoia, it's prophetic vision. The dome is your filter. It blocks distractions disguised as opportunities. It repels lovers sent by the enemy. It scrambles the frequency of anything not aligned with your future. You will no longer be fooled, because God is removing every blindfold and sharpening every spiritual radar inside you. God is tired of watching His chosen walk with snakes. He's seen every betrayal, every backhanded compliment, every friend who smiled in public and gossiped in secret. The time for deception is over. This dome you are stepping into is coded with spiritual X-ray vision. It doesn't just block enemies, it reveals them. Every fake connection, every manipulative spirit, every hidden agenda will be exposed. God says, no more wolves in sheep's clothing, no more unholy alliances. This dome will begin repelling those who don't belong. You won't even have to speak. Conversations will start to feel uncomfortable. The truth will slip from their mouths. The masks will fall without warning. Don't panic when people walk away. It's not rejection, it's divine disconnection. There's power in separation. Every time someone exits who is secretly draining you, your energy will rise, your focus will sharpen, your vision will expand. The dome is built not just to protect your body, but to guard your circle. What's coming next requires you to be surrounded only by truth, purity, loyalty, and divine alignment. The pretenders can't come with you. This is not just defense, it's divine amplification. God didn't create this dome just to shield you from harm. It's designed to multiply what's within you. Your thoughts will move faster, your ideas will hit deeper, your confidence will surge. This dome is a spiritual power source, drawing directly from heaven's current. God says, you will not just survive, you will accelerate. Watch how tasks that used to feel heavy now feel light. Things that once took weeks to complete will now be finished in hours. People will wonder where the glow is coming from, where the new force is coming from. It's coming from the engine room of the dome. While others are drained, you're charged. While others break down, you break through. This energy is holy. It is designed for a mission, not ego. Do not waste it proving you. Do not drain it explaining you. Use it to build. Use it to birth. Use it to become. This dome isn't just about keeping enemies out. It's about awakening the warrior, the leader, the divine weapon that's always lived within you. Confusion has been a weapon formed against your mind, but it's now being shattered. God has seen you questioning everything: your purpose, your relationships, your next move, but the fog is lifting. The dome activates, not just around your body, but around your thoughts. Every lie, every distraction, every mental distortion sent to keep you stuck, terminated. Heaven speaks clearly. I did not create you to wander aimlessly. I created you for impact. Inside this dome, alignment returns. Things that once seemed complicated now become obvious. Directions that once felt impossible now appear paved. Your inner compass is being reset to divine north. You're not guessing anymore. You're moving with purpose and fire. No more back and forth. No more second-guessing your voice. The dome locks you into heaven's rhythm, and once your doors open, people appear, and momentum builds. Every step begins to feel custom-designed, because it is. You are now walking the path you were born for. God didn't create a basic shield. He created a 7-layered divine dome around you. Each layer is intentional, each one targeted: physical, emotional, mental, astral, ethereal, template, celestial, cathartic. This is full-spectrum coverage for the full complexity of your divine nature. Every crack you didn't know existed now sealed. The command has been made: cover every layer of my chosen one. Your physical body is being protected from unseen attacks. Your emotional core is being stabilized. Your thoughts are being cleared and corrected. Your spiritual body is being upgraded. No layer left vulnerable. No aspect of you left open. You are now fully covered, front to back, inside and out. This is divine architecture, a system designed to withstand attacks that would paralyze ordinary people. You're no longer easy prey. You're a fortified force, and the more aligned you become, the more these layers glow, protect, and accelerate you. This is not imagination. This is heavenly mechanics at work. With great power comes holy responsibility. This dome isn't just a protection system. It's a regulator, a divine mechanism that keeps your motives in check, your ego in balance, and your heart aligned with God's will. Power without regulation becomes destruction. But this dome ensures you stay sharp without becoming corrupted. God says, I will not let you ruin what I'm building in you. Inside this dome, you'll notice your desires shift. Cravings for chaos, confusion, and distraction will dissolve. Old distractions and toxic patterns will start to fade. Things that used to tempt you will now repel you, not because of guilt, but because of growth. You are being elevated out of lower dimensions. The dome disciplines as much as it protects. If you're off course, it will nudge you. If you're in danger of self-sabotage, it will warn you. It's a divine accountability system, because where you're going, purity matters, obedience matters, purpose matters, and this dome will make sure you don't sabotage the very thing you've been praying for. This dome is not just a structure. It's intelligent. It moves with you. It responds to danger. It speaks to your intuition. It shields you in public and corrects you in private. This is your friend, servant, and spiritual GPS all in one, designed by heaven, programmed by God, connected directly to your destiny. God speaks. This dome will not leave you confused or lost ever again. When others wander, you will walk with direction. When others guess, you will sense. You'll begin noticing divine signs everywhere. Messages in conversation, warnings in dreams, clarity in silence. That's the dome, syncing your spirit with heaven's frequency. This is not fantasy. This is spiritual technology, a sacred companion that will journey with you for life. And every time you honor your calling, the dome grows stronger. Every time you align, it glows brighter. You've been assigned a divine system that leads you through storms, into purpose, and straight into destiny. The world is cracking, but your spirit is breaking free. This dome doesn't just protect you from harm, it transforms pressure into power. Every time the world gets darker, your dome gets brighter. You are not built to collapse, you are built to advance. When others retreat, God says, your enemies will watch you rise while they fall into their own traps. This is divine reversal. What was meant to break you will now build you. The same pressure that broke others will launch you forward, because you're not alone. You're wrapped in something unseen but unbeatable. This is your breakthrough season, not in theory, but in action. The old delays are finished. The old blocks are removed. The dome is clearing the runway for liftoff. You are no longer stuck. You are no longer surrounded. You are surrounded by glory, and it's time to move. God saw what no one else did. The nights of crying when no one noticed. The attacks that hit your spirit when your mouth had no words. The pressure that almost crushed you but didn't. This dome is not random. It's heaven's personal response. To your private pain, God declares, I will not let your tears be wasted. This is my response to your faith. The pain didn't destroy you. It trained you. The betrayal didn't break you. It refined you. Now heaven is rewarding you, not with applause, but with protection and power. Every silent battle has been seen. Every hidden scar is being covered with glory. This is divine justice. You didn't get even. You got elevated. You didn't fight dirty. You stood tall. So now, the reward is not from people. It's from heaven itself. And this dome will never leave your side again. The dome is not a wall. It's an operating system. You're not just being guarded. You're being upgraded. Your emotions are leveling up. Your mental patterns are shifting. Your energy is being restructured for divine flow. This is a total system update from the mind of God. God says, you're not who you used to be, and now your life must reflect that. Old reactions are dying. Old habits are falling off. You're no longer compatible with dysfunction. You're being made new in real time. And as you rise, your spirit begins to run smoother, faster, wiser, and cleaner. This is how divine maturity begins. No more settling for spiritual survival. No more living under your potential. This dome is your upgrade into next level living. It's the difference between existing and reigning. And now, you're being prepared to reign righteously. This is not a test phase. This is not temporary favor. This dome is forever. What God is sealing around your life is meant to remain. It is permanent, divine infrastructure, not just to protect you in this season, but to preserve your destiny for every season to come. Heaven has spoken. Seal them, align them, and sustain them. This alignment isn't a feeling, it's a locking in. You are being positioned so tightly with God's will that even in moments of weakness, the dome will keep you from destruction. Even if your strength wavers, the system won't. That's how committed heaven is to your mission. From this moment forward, you are walking with invisible armor covered, cleansed, and called. This is forever, not just chosen, but sealed. This dome doesn't just protect your environment, it opens access to prophetic intelligence, direct from the throne of God. Heaven is no longer silent in your life. Get ready to receive downloads, nudges, whispers in the middle of the night. These aren't just thoughts, they are divine instructions. The dome acts as a spiritual antenna, pulling in wisdom and data those others miss entirely. God is declaring you will no longer walk blind. I will whisper strategies into your spirit before the enemy even knows what's happening. What you're entering is not ordinary discernment. It's a new level of spiritual intelligence. You'll know who to avoid without a single conversation. You'll sense danger where others see opportunity. You'll hear God in noise and silence. In storms, this isn't paranoia. This is precision. The dome filters out all interference, allowing you to hear the exact signal of heaven. That means business moves, relationships, health decisions, all guided by prophetic insight. No more walking into traps. No more wasted years. This intelligence is custom-built for your purpose. Expect your dreams to intensify. Expect your inner voice to sharpen. Expect instructions that may make no sense to your logic, but will make perfect sense to your spirit. Obedience to these downloads will unlock miracles that defy natural order, because when heaven speaks, reality bends. This dome doesn't just open new doors, it locks the wrong ones without apology. Divine rejection is now a form of protection. The dome is spiritually coded to detect paths, people, and places that are out of alignment with your future, and it will slam them shut. No matter how good they look on the outside, God is saying, if I didn't authorize it, you won't access it. No more entering spaces where your spirit doesn't belong. No more forced conversations. No more begging for acceptance from people who were never assigned to your journey. This dome makes decisions on your behalf, not to limit you, but to liberate you from false opportunities. And yes, it may sting at first. The closed doors might confuse your flesh, but your spirit will soon recognize it as a spiritual upgrade. These rejections are redirections toward the places where your gift will not just be tolerated, it will be celebrated, nurtured, and multiplied. This is not punishment, it's divine clarity. This dome has a memory. It remembers where you got hurt before. It knows your weakness for certain patterns, and now it is trained to block you from cycles that nearly destroyed you. Every no from this point forward is heaven's way of keeping you in perfect alignment. The dome you're now living under will not support a chaotic lifestyle. It requires structure. Heaven is not only protecting you, it's calling you into sacred discipline. You're being invited into divine routine, a rhythm of spiritual, emotional, and physical habits that align your vessel for glory. God is declaring, no more waste, no more wandering. Structure is the strategy. Your mornings will start to feel different. Your energy will demand focus. You'll feel a pull toward prayer, reflection, planning, and preparation. This isn't legalism, it's alignment. The dome is optimizing your life for maximum spiritual flow. Every great destiny is guarded by routine, not boring repetition, but sacred rhythm. The dome is training you to master your time, your mind, your spirit. You'll begin to recognize what fuels you and what drains you, what accelerates you and what delays you. This awareness is not from self-help. It's divine recalibration. This isn't about perfection. It's about posture, a posture that tells heaven, I'm ready. A life that's structured enough to hold the weight of glory. This dome will keep you accountable. You'll feel it when you drift. You'll sense the tug when you try to disconnect, because heaven is invested in your consistency. This dome doesn't sit on shaky ground. God is going deep into your inner world, tearing down every foundation that wasn't built on truth, faith, and divine structure that includes beliefs, friendships, dreams, and self-images that were built on trauma, not truth, survival, not purpose. God has commanded, tear it down and rebuild it in my image. This is why things have been falling apart. This is why you've been feeling pressure in your relationships, your plans, and your identity. Heaven is not punishing you, it's performing spiritual demolition. The weak must break so the strong can rise. This rebuilding process may feel uncomfortable, but it is holy. You are not being left empty. You are being renovated for elevation. God is laying new foundations rooted in discipline, identity, purpose, and power. The dome ensures that only what are eternal remains. And once the new structure is complete, you will not shake again. What once triggered you will become powerless. What once controlled you will now be beneath you. You are being remade into something indestructible. The dome does not isolate you to shrink you. It isolates you to prepare your public platform. Everything you've walked through in private is now becoming fuel for your next level of visibility. Your voice is about to carry weight. Your presence is about to shift atmospheres. This is not ego, it's assignment. Heaven is speaking. You will no longer be hidden. The world must see what I've done in you. Expect your name to be brought up in rooms you've never entered. Expect unexpected invitations. Expect your influence to rise not because you chased it, but because you were chosen for it. The dome ensures that your rise is sustainable. Fake viral moments, no flash in the pan fame. This is divine visibility, where your voice echoes because it's backed by heaven. You're not just being heard, you're being sent, and yes, there will be resistance. But don't fear, this dome is your covering. While others deal with backlash, you'll walk with boldness. While others collapse under pressure, you'll rise in authority. One of the most powerful effects of the dome is happening inside your biology, your nervous system. The part of you trained to fear, panic, and fight is being spiritually rewired. The trauma responses, the survival mode, the racing thoughts, they're being deprogrammed. God says, I am healing the system beneath the symptoms. No more overthinking. No more living in a constant state of alert. The dome doesn't just give you peace, it teaches your body how to hold it. You're not just calming down, you're being recoded to live in peace as your natural state. Watch what happens to your energy when anxiety leaves. Watch what you're able to build when stress is no longer your fuel. The dome is replacing cortical with confidence, panic with precision. This is biology meeting divinity. God is restoring calm to your core. This healing is permanent. It's not a moment, it's a new operating system. And once your body learns this peace, everything around you will begin to submit to it. Peace isn't just a feeling now, it's a force field. This dome has shut the door on every loop that once kept you trapped. That cycle of starting strong and quitting halfway, that pattern of attracting chaos after breakthrough, cut off. The dome has permanently revoked access to every demonic cycle that once played on repeat. God is commanding. The loop is broken. My child will not relive the same pain disguised in new forms. What once looked like a lesson was actually a loop. And what you're stepping into now is called freedom. Not momentary relief, but total emancipation. Expect temptation to lose its power. Expect old triggers to stop working. Expect patterns that once had you spinning to suddenly dissolve. This is the power of divine disruption. This dome has broken your agreement with dysfunction. And now, for the first time, you're walking in open space. New paths, clean direction, uncluttered vision. This is the beginning of real movement. There is something ancient inside of you, a divine memory, a dormant identity, and the dome has come not just to protect you, but to activate what's been sleeping in your spiritual DNA, the forgotten royalty, the buried boldness, the silenced genius, all of it waking up. Heaven says, my fingerprint is on their blood, my breath is in their lungs. I will remind them who they are. This dome acts like a divine trigger. It touches places in your soul you forgot existed. It pulls up clarity about your calling. It reveals power you didn't know was inside you. This is why your cravings are changing. You're no longer interested in fitting in. You're no longer satisfied with playing small. You're remembering the real you, the pre-trauma, pre-doubt, pre-disappointment version. And this time, you're not going back to sleep. Everything is shifting because your cells are waking up. You were made to rule, build, heal, and lead. This dome is restoring your royal identity. This is not just protection. This is a mission briefing. The dome has not been placed over you to isolate, but to activate your assignment. You are now being called forward into action. Heaven is ready. Earth is waiting. Delay has ended. God commands, release them into purpose. They are now fully authorized. Every distraction that slowed you before has lost power. Every voice of doubt has gone silent. Every limitation has been lifted. The dome has made sure the runway is clear. This is your launch moment. No more waiting. No more wishing. The gifts inside you are no longer suggestions. They are weapons, tools, and keys. And this dome will empower you to use them boldly. Every day from here forward is sacred. Every move matters. Every conversation is strategic. You are no longer wandering. You're on assignment. The atmosphere around you is no longer random. This dome has created a new spiritual climate, charged with miracles, precision, and breakthrough. Everywhere you go, things will shift. People will feel it. Energy will change. Conversations will spark, will ignite. God has transformed your environment into fertile ground. Seeds you forgot you planted are going to sprout. Prayers you almost gave up on are going to manifest. Doors you didn't even know existed will begin to swing open, because the dome changes everything it touches. This is a miracle zone now, a living realm of accelerated manifestation. Delays won't be tolerated. Confusion won't linger. Wherever you go, glory will follow. Not because you forced it, but because you're aligned with heaven. This is the new normal. No striving, no begging. Just walking in obedience and watching the supernatural unfold around you like air. This dome isn't just for shielding, it's for unlocking realms. You've been given access to dimensions others can't enter because God trusts your maturity, your integrity, and your alignment. The dome carries an embedded spiritual key, a multidimensional access pass. You're no longer confined to one level of spiritual living. God declares, my chosen will walk between realms, not be trapped in one. You'll begin experiencing moments of divine timing that defy explanation, meeting the right person at the exact right second, hearing something that confirms your spirit's knowing, stepping into atmospheres where miracles are the norm. These are portals, and they're opening because you're carrying the key. You'll shift rooms with purpose, move into decisions that unlock hidden treasure, flow into environments already arranged by God. These aren't coincidences. They're divine layers unfolding. Every step is now guided by heavenly coordinates. You're not chasing blessings. You're stepping into scheduled alignments. The dome tracks movement in both the spiritual and physical realms. When something in your life is misaligned, it alerts your spirit. When it's time to shift, it creates divine agitation. That restlessness you feel, that's the dimensional door calling. And now the key is in your hand. The greatest attack was never on your finances, relationships, or time. It was always on your identity. If the enemy could distort how you saw yourself, everything else could fall. But this dome is reconstructing your inner mirror. Your perception of self is being rebuilt by God Himself. Heaven is saying, I am erasing the lies they believed about who they are.